What's going on, everybody? My name is Andy. Welcome to the channel. We'll make this a quick video, but I seen this coming. I called it a while back, and I had some people say, no, they're going to keep it around the same. And I was like, there's no way that they can do this. There's no way. So they released pricing day for the 2022 Toyota Tundra trim levels. Pretty much all of them, as far as I can see, except for the hybrid version. The hybrid version has not been released yet for the price because that's not even going to be available till like March or something like that. But with all the new technology that they put in this truck, the bigger screens, the panoramic roofs, the stuff like that, I was like, there's no way in the diffs, you know, the locking diffs and stuff. I was like, there's no way that this is not going to be quite a bit more expensive than the current gen truck. You just can't do that stuff and not pay a substantial more for these vehicles. Now, I'm not going to go over all the differences and all the prices. There's people out there doing that, and that's not what this video is about. If you want to go see what all the prices are, you can go check that out. But I am going to tell you the difference between my Platinum, well, a 21 Platinum, and a 22 Platinum. And I actually had it wrote down inside, and I forgot to bring it out. But the price difference is somewhere around like $8,045. Now, you can get a 6.5 foot bed, which people do want, and that's even more than the $8,045. But 5.5 foot bed, apples to apples, a 21 Platinum with a 5.5 foot bed and a 22 Platinum with a 5.5 foot bed is over $8,000 difference. Now, I think a lot of that is just straight up options. You get the panoramic roof and stuff like that. It costs more money. It just does. There's no way around it. And like I said, I had people in other videos whenever I made the comment that these trucks were going to be priced out of the market for normal individuals. Your normal everyday person with the normal job is not going to be able to buy a lot of these trucks. And it was something like a Platinum version in 2021. I'm going off the top of my head. It was like $51,000 or something like that. And the new one is almost $60,000. And if you get the one with the 6.5 foot bed, it's over $60,000. Now, these aren't the hybrid engine versions. And I said I could see the TRD Pro with the hybrid engine and stuff like that being $70,000 or more. I can still see that. The current TRD Pro started out at like $50,000 or right at $50,000 for the start out price, and then went up from there. But this new one with all the technology and, like I said, the locking diffs, the hybrid engine, the hybrid transmission, all this stuff, I could see it getting very close to 70, if not over $70,000, and that is definitely out of the ballpark for the majority of the people probably in the United States. Because the majority of the people are normal people. They're not people making $250,000, $300,000 a year, you know, by themselves. That's just not your normal everyday person. And Toyota has done almost exactly what they did with the Mark IV Supra back in 1998. They priced it out of the market. Now, yes, will they still sell a bunch of these trucks? I'm sure they will. I'm sure a lot of people will buy these trucks. But my fear is that a lot of people will put themselves in a financial burden because they want the latest and greatest or the greatest, newest hotness that's on the market. When in fact, I still like my current gen Platinum better than the new one. That's my personal opinion. But I've heard a lot of you all say the exact same thing, that you like the current gen better than the 22 version. And I stand behind that, and that's exactly why I'm not getting rid of mine. It has nothing to do with financial stuff, and my truck's almost paid off, so I could trade that in and probably only owe, you know, $25,000 or $30,000 on a Pro. But I don't want to do that because I don't like that Pro. Now, if you're in that situation, you want to do that, then that puts that payment or that truck in a more, you know, reasonable payment option for normal people. But if you don't have a paid off vehicle and you're just going out here to, you know, buy one, I'm sure they're not going to discount these trucks. If anything, there's going to have a markup. So I could definitely see with a markup Pros being over $70,000. That's just my guess. I don't know that. But even the Platinums at $60,000, if you get a $4,000 or $5,000 markup, you're 65 grand. I mean, that's a huge, huge truck payment. I mean, you're getting really close to $1,000 a month, if not over that, for your truck payment. Paying $1,000 a month for a car payment is astronomical to me. I mean, my truck payment was like right at $700 when I had the bigger truck payment, and there was no way I was going over that. Even that I couldn't fathom at one point in time paying that much money for a vehicle per month. Luckily, I was in a situation, thanks to you guys, that I could pay my truck way down, if not almost off, and not be in that situation anymore. Like my truck payment now is something like $380, which is very, very reasonable. But these new trucks, it's going to take a huge down payment to get them down to $380, or even most of them down to $600 or $700 a month. So is it really worth buying this new latest greatest truck and paying that much money over a current gen one? In my opinion, it's not to me, but I mean, that's going to be up to you all. But I really seen this coming. I seen the fact that it was going to be this expensive just because they had so many options going into these new trucks, especially the higher trim levels, that there was just no way that they could keep them at a, normal price or a lower price where people could really afford these trucks. Trucks nowadays have not become trucks. They're more luxury vehicles. They're what Cadillacs used to be. Trucks are what Cadillacs used to be. Now the truck is the modern day Cadillac, trucks and SUVs. So I don't know. I can see it coming, and I can see it getting even worse with the hybrid drivetrain that will be going in them. I don't know what the markup will be on the hybrid, but the TRD Pro could be pretty astronomical and could be competing in price very closely to the Raptor. And in my opinion, I don't think they give you the options on this truck with the suspension and stuff to compete directly with the Raptor for that price point. Just my opinion. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.